Hello everyone. Today I want to share my reflection on three important modules from my HAS 350 subject studies. The first one is module 9 on criminal justice. The second one is module 10 on children and young people, and the last one is module 11 on public health policy. These modules have profoundly influenced my understanding on how social determinants of health are interconnected and how they shape the health outcomes of vulnerable populations, particularly for First Nations people, adults, and their children. Let's start with Module 9, Criminal Justice and the Health Outcomes for First Nations. Understanding the relationship between the criminal justice system and the health outcomes for First Nation people is crucial. Historical injustices and systemic racism have led to disproportionately high rates of incarceration among First Nations communities. This in turn has exacerbated disparities. Reflecting on this, I realized that effective public health interventions must address the root causes of these disparities, including the impact of colonization. In reviewing data from the Royal Commission into death in custody and subsequent statistics, it became evident that health issues such as mental health disorders, substance abuse, and chronic diseases are prevalent among First Nations individuals involved with the criminal justice system. To address this issue, we need to advocate for policy changes and implement community-based health programs that are culturally appropriate and inclusive. On a personal level, I have to come to understand the importance of developing an effective practice that includes monitoring, observing, and engaging with the communities we serve. By being open-minded and willing to adapt, we can foster continuous improvement in our practices. I aim to integrate these reflective practices into my work, ensuring that I remain aware of my biases and assumptions while striving to understand the lived experience of First Nations people. Let's now move on Module 10, which is titled Social Determinants of Health for Children and Young People. Addressing the social determinants of health for children and young people is essential for improving their overall well-being and ensuring their rights are protected. Key determinants such as education, housing, and access to healthcare significantly impact their health outcomes. By critiquing current policies and identifying gaps, we can develop targeted interventions that provide equitable opportunities for all children. In our review, we found that community-based programs focusing on education, housing, and healthcare access can lead to improved health and educational outcomes. Establishing partnerships with schools, health-care providers, and social services is crucial for creating a holistic approach to child health. In the article written by Dr. Peter with other co-workers, read while exploring Module 10, in the realized that in 2017, indigenous population have high rate of disease and premature mortality. Most indigenous communities are young and adolescents, aged 14 to 24. However, the absence of comprehensive accounts of indigenous adolescents' health has been a barrier to effective policy. Reflecting on my commitment to child rights and equitable opportunities, I recognize the importance of holistic and integrated approaches. Community involvement and support are vital for the success of any intervention. In my future work, I will strive to engage with children and their families to understand their needs and experiences, ensuring that our interventions are both effective and respectful of their unique contexts. Let's finish by exploring Module 11. Module 11 which is titled Public Health Policy. Critically assessing public health policies, particularly those aimed at improving First Nations health, is essential for addressing health disparities. The Close the Gap and Closing the Gap initiatives highlights the importance of setting clear targets and tracking progress. However, the variability in policy implementation and resource allocation remains a significant challenge. By reviewing National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island Health Plan 2021 to 2031 and analyzing the effectiveness of closing the gap target, we can propose specific policy reforms. These reforms should focus on co-designed health solutions that involve community members and stakeholders at every stage. In the journal article written by Matthew Fisher in 2019, that was read wide exploring module 11, highlighted that Australians have among the highest average life expectancy in the world, but significant health inequities persist between Aboriginal and non-Indigenous Australians. Aboriginal people on average experience lower life expectancy and a higher rate of chronic disease and disability than non-Indigenous Australians. Reflecting on my biases and commitment to health equity, I realized that co-design and community involvement are not just beneficial but necessary for effective policy implementation. Continuous monitoring and adaptation are crucial for addressing emerging challenges and ensuring that policies meet the needs of the communities they are intended to serve. In my current and future work environment, I will apply this knowledge by fostering a culture of effective practice, advocating for integrated and holistic approaches, and ensuring continuous communities engagement. By collaborating with professionals across different sectors, including education, housing, and social services, we can address the broader social determinants of health and create meaningful, sustainable improvement in health outcomes for First Nation people and children. In conclusion, these modules have deepened my understanding of the interconnectedness, health, and the importance of effective practice in public health. By critically analyzing data, engaging with communities, and advocating for policy reforms, we can work towards achieving health equity and improving the well-being of vulnerable population. Thank you for watching.